everybody. Good morning. How are you today? Grand rising. Okay, hold on. This is interesting. Good morning. There we go. I had some feedback. There we go. I think I got that fixed. And I got my phone here. How is everybody? Grand rising, my beautiful sister Gina, Pauline, Kelly. Grand rising, sisters. How are you guys doing on this beautiful, amazing, wonderful day? This wonderful day. I gotta grab my water. 1 second. I did not even have time to make myself another cup of tea. I'm in a time warp, man. How does time go so fast? Things are just flying by. Anybody else experiencing the flyby? Welcome, 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 guys. Grand rising. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back and rewatching, welcome. My name's Earth Angel Jamica. It is a blessing and honor to have you in this space, place, and time. This is the area, the place, space, and time where we do come together and we set the intention of rising, elevating, nourishing ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We take an hour out of our day to really honor the art of self-care and looking within, getting to really understand who we are, what we're about. We focus on the spiritual laws of prosperity. We talk about tithing, forgiveness, goals, and life purpose, right? And we are in the middle, or not in the middle, I guess we're still really in the beginning of a really awesome series, an 8-week series. We're in week 2. We're just finishing up week 2, though, of the 8-week series, Masters of Energy, which is really what we are, right? We are masters of energy. We are little balls of energy. We're learning that, and that's what we're diving into this week is our chakras. We're spending a week in each chakra, really diving in, getting to know what it looks like, what it feels like when it's in balance, and when it's in balance, and when it's imbalanced, out of balance. Okay, better way to put it, right? So that's what we're diving into this week. Hello, Miss Kelly. Yes. And we got Venus in retrograde. We are pretty smoked in here. We have a few. Oh, Kelly, you're getting the smoke too. Oh, stay, one of the, I think you were there, Kelly, too. One of our beautiful practitioners at the Spiritual Center where I go on Sundays shared last week, my weather inside is wonderful. when asked, well, my weather inside is doing wonderful. So again, another good reason to focus on our inside energy, right? And we have the same thing happening here. We've got fires happening. We've got smoke. We've had a few days where we're off and on clear. It does feel like there's a little bit of moisture in the air this morning, which is kind of exciting because I've been praying soft, gentle, cleansing rain, nothing too harsh or fierce or stormy, so that we can gently expel the fires and nicely put things out, not have floods and things like that, but allow the earth to replenish and nourish herself, right? So that's what I've been sending my energy and focus to as well. So we will focus that for you as well over there, Miss Kelly. Where are you at, Kelly? Are you in Montana? Is that right, Montana? I don't think I want to drink that. That don't look right. Change my mind on that one. All right, guys. So today is Friday. Because we are in the 8-week series, today, like I said, we've been talking about the root chakra, right? The root chakra is the I am. It's about our basic instincts. It's to the core. It's where our ancestral energy is stored. It's where it's our first center of receiving from the earth. It's our very connection to the mother earth, right? Our original divine, where we come from. This is our original plug-in too. And so today, Friday, is about questions and answers. We're just going to spend a few minutes this morning and as long as it takes. I want to make sure we answer anybody's questions. So if you have anything that you had any questions on throughout this week, let me know. I'm going to go hit the button and make myself a cup of tea really quick. 2 seconds. So type it in now. Let me know now. Question and answer time. Let me know, guys. Anybody had anything come up this week? that you would like some clarity on, or share your stories. Give myself a cup of tea going. I'm thirsty. Hi, Michelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, I just got the thing from Facebook again. I don't know. FYI, Facebook, for some reason, I don't know. They're getting glitchy. They're having issues. They're dinging me for whatever reasons. I'm just minding my own business. Story of my life. Minding my own business and getting dinged. So anyway, if you guys are having issues, check out my YouTube channel as well, because this is streaming over on the YouTube, and I don't get it seems to not have issues so much over there. Just saying. Love the Facebook, but check it out. Also TikTok. I'm streaming over in TikTok, and you guys, just so you know, I'm off. I stream in 3 different places right now, 3 different platforms. I got Facebook, YouTube, and then TikTok over here, so that we can reach as many people as possible. I'm hopeful that the streaming will go to 5 platforms in one space here soon, is what's supposed to be happening, and that'll make everybody's life a lot easier, right? So you are in Kern County. Oh, you're in California. Oh, girl, yeah, you're definitely in the fire zone too. Then you're getting the same. Where is that? North, south? Where's Kern County? Is that more like the northern? Are you up close to the stuff, or are you just getting the smoke from it because it's traveling so far now? You have me on all of them, Teddy. Thank you. Teddy is one of my amazing moderators, my helper, my right-hand man, literally him and Michael, my right-hand man, right? Helping me out. Thank you, Teddy. I really appreciate that so much. Absolutely, Pauline. You can go back and rewatch all week. If you go into the Earth Angels page itself, I'm not sure where. So that's the thing. If you're watching in a different platform, or if you're shared in a different group, guys, if you want to come back, you have to come to the Earth Angels Heaven Sent page. Make sure you click like and follow there, because you'll get the notifications. And if you go into the video at the top of the page, there's a little tabs that say videos. You can just click on that, and it'll bring up all the past videos, actually, and you can go right in through there. I am working on setting it up to where this actual whole series will be in I believe you can do like a playlist, which I did kind of get started. I'm learning it. I'm still learning. I'm getting better every day though, right? That's going to be on the playlist, but you can go back and re-watch the ones previously. You grab my coffee or my tea real quick, guys. So, does anybody have any questions today about our root chakra before we move on into the rest of our goodies? The spirit definitely gave us homework. You know how this works. I always get some type of homework for the weekend come through. And this day did not disappoint. All right, I'm having some passion tea. I'm feeling some passion tea. We're surrounded. I don't know exactly where we are. It's no San Juan. Okay. Got you, girl. Got you. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you, Teddy. Oh, boom. Look at that. My moderator's on it. Teddy, like I said, my right-hand man. There you go, Pauline. He's posting the link for I believe that's the link for the past shows, I think. Thank you, Teddy. You're so awesome. And he manages over here for me, too. So if you guys are watching over in TikTok, hang out with us. This is the Morning Brew. We talk about nourishing ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. This is Miss Kitty. She wants to say hello to everybody today. Yes. You knew, huh? How is Miss Kitty? You knew, Teddy. Right there. There she is. She was tormenting poor princess. All right, guys. So I'm hanging out for just a second to see if anybody... Oh, we have a sick little guy in class. We're going to send so much love to him. So sorry, Mama Bear. Oh, poor little guy. Lots of rest. Does anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to share about the root chakra information that we've gotten this week? If it's assisted you, helped you, moon, hang out with us. Like I said, this is just a general reading. We nourish ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We're learning to master our energies right now. We're talking about our root chakra this week. Right now, we're answering any questions. We've got into really what it looks like, the imbalances, the tools we can use to bring ourselves back into balance. Notice the color shirt I'm wearing, guys. Hint, 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 using colors. It doesn't look like anybody has any questions, so this is cool. That means I've thoroughly done my job then. Or I'm boring you guys. I don't know which. Which does it mean? I don't think I'm boring you because you keep coming back, and I appreciate it. I love you guys all for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging out with me every day. All right, so we're gonna move on then. I'm gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward. So today, which is so fitting though, I absolutely, like I said, I just let things flow. Every day for me is a wake up. Okay, Spirit, what do I get to do today? What do we get to do? What is our journey? Take me the places you want me to go. Let me meet the people you want me to meet. Let me say the things you want me to say, and let me hear the things you want me to hear. Most of all, let me just get out of the way. Let me just keep myself out of the way so that I can stay in your flow. That is my daily request, my daily chat with Spirit. Okay. And then we go for it and we see, and it always divinely works out on the show every morning to where everything just simultaneously flows divinely together. It's almost like the universe is divinely conspiring just for us here every single day. It's so bizarre. It's not bizarre. Just kidding. The universe is always divinely conspiring just for us. Always. We know that, right? We know that. We know that. We got Michelle. Well, this is my first time, so I have to take a look. No worries, guys. No worries. I understand you're just those that are just joining. Here's the kicker. If y'all have questions, it's okay. We can answer them next week too. Or you guys can message me if you have any questions along the way. Message me over the weekend or whenever you get a chance to watch it. No worries, okay? No worries. Okay, that's hot. Did you see my glasses all clogged up? All right, guys. So I think I missed that little tidbit. Okay. Haley said, I'd like to know what role does the root chakra have on imbalances? Okay. You want me to go all the way back to the beginning? That's okay. We can do that, actually. That is absolutely... let's see here. I'm going to my cheat sheet so I don't forget here because I'll get on tangents. Y'all know me. I can get very tangent. Let me bring up this. Here we go. Hopefully I'll be able to read it from here. Let's bring up our cheat sheet, Miss Haley. So what does it look like when we have a balanced root chakra? How does this affect us, a balanced root chakra? A good, healthy, balanced root chakra, we have overall good health. We're very vital. We feel very vital. We feel very connected. We feel like we belong. We feel secure, safe. We feel very comfortable in our own body, in our own skin. We're very comfortable in our own skin. We feel safe. We feel secure. And that's not a safe or security to a particular object, person, place, or a thing. We feel safe and secure within. We feel grounded within. We feel stable within. Things that can create us to get out of balance, and these are just some of the things that we talked about, right, is birth, right at birth, because this is the root chakra, is the very base chakra. It's the very beginning, literally in the embryo is where the root chakra is the first chakra that is formed. It starts to, that chakra, the basic instincts, the animal instinct, it starts to split the cells in the embryo. It starts to create the spinal column, it's the very start of everything, right? And it's our very connection to not only our physical mother earth, or our physical mother that we're coming through, but it's our divine connection to the mother earth, right? It is the divine ultimate connection to the mother. Okay. And so The root is a lot of clues. It carries our ancestral energy. Okay. Our roots will carry our ancestors. We even know in science, we know now that our cells, our actual DNA, they can prove scientifically carry at least 6 generations of memory of cell energy, right? And these can be anything tagged into any types of trauma tagged into our DNA system. These are all where it starts. These stem from is right in the root. So that's why it's important for us to go back to our roots. We got to get to the roots because what happens in the roots is happening up here. The unseen is what's creating that seen world. Sorry, let me turn that phone off. Sorry. Right, guys? So that's why we start. That's why it's the first chakra. That's why it's the base. It's the root. So those are things that look like unbalanced is when we feel if we have an unstable environment, if we have survival fears, eating disorders is a biggie. Fight or flight. This is where our fight or flight, right? So if we can't get comfortable in our own skin, if we're feeling like we always need to be on the move, or vice versa, it can go the other way where people have to hoard things. If you're a hoarder, afraid that hoarding things that you feel are needs, like, some people have to hoard onto food or cleaning supplies or toiletries because they feel the fear. It's a fear base of not being secure, not being safe. Okay. Those are simple signs of things that can be, um, out of whack. Intestinal disorders, issues with our feet, spine, eating disorders, lower back pain. These are all symptoms of underactive chakra. Disconnected from our body, fear and anxiety, can't get settled in, poor focus or discipline, financial difficulties, chronic disorganization. Okay, these are all usually symptoms of underactive, of not being grounded, not being connected. These are the symptoms that happen. When we have an overactive, when it goes the other way, right? An overactive, out of balance, because it can be either under or over. It can go both ways. That's where the overeating, sluggish, fear of change, addiction to security. That's where we hoard and hold on to things, right? Material fixation, when we have to just get more and more and more. And more is like it's never enough. We're never satisfied. We just always keep needing more and more and more. I can't rigid boundaries. Hang on, I need to switch this so that I can read it. I can't see it. So healing work. This is the kicker that I want to make sure I can definitely see this too. So let me just take me off of here for a minute because I want to pull this up on the screen big. Hi, I'm back. Okay. So that, I hope that explains a little bit. It's not quite as in detail as what we went into on Monday. You can always go back and rewatch, like I said, the rest, but I hope that kind of answers that for you, Haley, and what those things look like. So if we do recognize an overbalance or an underbalance, some of the tools that we can use, definitely having a Reiki energy or a healing energy session with a professional that can kind of assist you and help walk you through it is a great way to get started and really dive in and get to kind of clear, cleanse, and activate your energy. Setting the intention. We talked about that, you guys. Just the fact that you set the intention to come here every day and learn information about your energy systems, and you're setting the intention to get a different perspective, you're starting to dive in and do the healing work. You're opening the doors already. You're already making changes and shifts. Things are going to be coming up. So it's important we pay attention to what's coming up so that we use the tools, right? And those tools we talked about was eating healthy, making sure we're eating whole organic foods, diving into our roots, making sure we're eating root vegetable foods. Beets is one of my favorites, carrots, potatoes, eggs is a good, meats, making sure the energy of the meat. It's a big one, the energy of the meat. Blessing our food, sending love into our food before we put it into our bodies, because we're powerful beings. We know that just from the plant experiment. Look it up. There's 100 billion different scientific experiments with plants where you put the two plants side by side in water, right? Two water plants, same water, same environment, but one you send love to and one you send negative energy to. The one that you send the negative energy to will not thrive. It'll maybe stay alive, but it doesn't thrive. The one we love and send the positive, it thrives every time. Every time. Like, that's an experiment you could do right in your own home to prove to show yourself how powerful of energy we are, how powerful our intentions are, guys. Okay, we are such powerful beings. We are master. We are very powerful energy. It's time that we learn to master our energy. Okay. The same way we talk to take care of our kids. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. I love it. I just have to say, I just think it's really cool because I did a Kathy Disler on the Native Prince Crystal Healing, and she actually has her own page too, the Oracle, the Guardian of the Oracle as well. But she did a animal reading for me with my pets. And she doesn't know how I talk to my dog. I mean, you guys see how I am with my dog. He's kind of on here a smidge, but they're my babies. I mean, I wake up and I'm like they are I talk to them. Hi, sweetie pie. I love you. Oh, mommy, you, my baby, did you? And that's the very first thing that she brought up was your dogs trust and love you so much because they absolutely love the way you talk to them, the way you treat them. And that just like melted my heart, because to me, that's powerful. It shows how powerful just our intention of our love and our words can really be to ourselves, and how powerful, right? The words we use with ourselves. That's another real biggie, looking at how we talk to ourselves. That's the focus of here on the Morning Brew, is the art of self-care. What are the words we use towards ourselves? Do we treat ourselves that nicely too? We need to. I do the same thing with my vehicle, and I don't love them. They don't love. Okay. Thank you, Kelly, for bringing that up. There you go. And there's another like inanimate. What is that? Inanimate object? Inanimate object. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you know where I'm going with that. There's another, just an item that shouldn't have any vibe or energy. I'm telling you, I agree with you 100%. I name my cars. I show them attention, love. Right? And just like we do with them, right? We listen. I listen to if it's making a noise or something different. I know something's going on, right? And I give it attention. I change the oil. I put fuel in it. I check the tires. We got to do that with this too. And everything around us. Like, we do it. Are we consciously doing it? Right? Yeah, some of us are, some of us not. Oh, that's so cute. Your puppy, Kelly Jones, said her puppy was listening to me and her tail went up and started wagging. Her ears went up. Her tail went up. Her ears went up and her tail started wagging. I can spit that out today. Okay. So you guys, the full moon, we're going to move. It's 9 o'clock. And we're going to keep moving on here because I don't want to get sidetracked because you know me, I can do that. And I have such a full binder here of just the root chakra stuff. I love it. So, homework for this week, homework for today. My dog has a very broad vocabulary. Some days I wish she weren't so smart. I can't get away from anything. She plays and learns to love all kinds of foods dogs won't normally eat. Yes, Miss Shar is an amazing little doggy. She is absolutely, I get the honor of hanging out with her once a week at least. And she's so, I just love animals, period. They're just absolutely amazing. When we stop and pay attention and talk, they have such unique personalities and such a, just like us, which is perfect. Karen, thank you for bringing that up because that leads us right into this full moon. What is this full moon all about? It's the sturgeon full moon coming in. Again, I do not by any means claim to be an astrologist or know all of this. I'm learning these things along with you guys. I learned how to use this energy though. What I am becoming a master at is learning how to harness the energy of the moon and how it affects me because I pay attention to it. Pay attention to how I'm feeling, what's going on. And I use these frequencies, these vibes to do the work, especially shadow work and manifesting, right? I pay attention. It's like it's mastering the energy, like really use it to our advantage instead of working against it, working with it, you know? Used to when a full moon would come around, I would be like, oh God. It must be a full moon. It must be a full moon. Look at everything. Oh my God, my life's crazy. Can you see the chaos? Do you guys understand? Why is everything right? Like constantly. That was my world for many, 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 many years. Many years. Now it's like, yes, the moon's here. I get to do more, release, let go. I understand. Oh, I'm feeling like this. Okay, now I understand why. I'm not just being punished by the universe. I'm giving an opportunity by the universe to clear my energy. I'm being given some tools by the universe. Ding, 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 ding. I get to use this energy to my advantage. I get to learn my energy and the moon and the sun and the stars and the planets and how they affect me. So, this moon's all about our uniqueness. It's about understanding your uniqueness. And it's about digging deep. It's literally about digging deep. It's in Aquarius, so it's giving us the emotion, right? The fluidness to tap into those emotions. And here we are in the root chakra this week. We just spent the whole week diving deep and understanding maybe where some of these patterns that we hold, these insecurities, these old beliefs, looking at our mother. What was the situation your mom was going through when she was pregnant with you? How old was your mom when she was pregnant with you? What was her living situation? What was her married life? What was her, what was the circumstances around her? The belief. I look back at my ancestors, I shared with you guys, my mom was a really young mom. I mean, that in itself had to be fearful. She had the whole world telling her that she couldn't do it. How many of our mothers had the world? I'm going to cry right now. I don't know why I'm just getting overwhelmed, right? But it brought me into a new understanding of my mom and the sacredness of what she had to experience and what I'm carrying with me, and that I hold the power now. I hold the power to master this energy and to shift this in my very core of my ancestral roots, my line. Again, my mom was told she couldn't do it. Like, she was too young. She was stupid. What are you doing getting married at 17 years old and having a baby and X, Y, and Z? And like, the world was against her. The things were against them. They were, nobody was very supportive of those things. And I was born in the 70s. I know, keep going back. Like, it just, and forward, how many of us, what were they going through? So what were these things that we picked up that maybe really aren't ours? And this is where we start to master that, right? We start to master that energy. So I can now go in and do this full moon, right? This full moon release. For me, what that's going to look like is sitting down and writing out some ancestral, like looking at the fears of my ancestors. That's how I'm digging deep in this full moon. I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just sharing with you what I'm going to do to give you some ideas of what that might look like for you. But for me, it looks like looking back and understanding my grandmother, my mom, my great grandma, my great great grandma, my great 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 greats, the great 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 greats, going all the way back to, the first one, the original, the source, and looking at the energies, the paths, the sacredness of it, and releasing anything that might be built up there and setting that intention. It's really that simple, of setting the intention of any old misunderstanding, beliefs, hurts, pains, illusions that I've been holding on to in that chakra that no longer are serving me, that aren't in alignment with my highest and best good 100%. I don't have to necessarily know what those all look like. I can trust the universe can clear, cleanse, and activate, release that stuff now, right? Because I got a new perspective this week by doing this shadow work and understanding and looking, right? And now I can use this moon energy to sit down, write it out, write out anything that comes up, write down those names of my ancestors that, I know that I'm honoring and love and cherish, and, instead of for their fear even, replacing the fear that it has been tagged into our ancestral DNA with love, with the original blueprint, back to the original divine purpose. It's powerful. We have that power. It's shifting me. I can't say what it'll do for anybody else along the line, but I do know, I can feel it because I'm mastering my energy and it's changing me. It's changing my surroundings. I can see it happening around me. So can you. Let's see. How many mom traits have you adopted over the years? Exactly. How many of the mom traits have we adopted? And it's okay. Like, we can look at these and be like, oh, cool. That's one I want to keep. And then we can look at them and say, it's okay that maybe I don't want to keep that one. It doesn't make mom a bad person that we don't want to hold on to that trait anymore. It just makes us have a new perspective, a new respect, a new understanding, right? We can do things differently. It gives us the ham is coming in, Reverend Steve shares at I think that's where it originated at, was Reverend Steve at the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. But there's a mom who is teaching her daughter to cook a ham. And so she tells the daughter, this is what you do. You get the ham out. The first thing you do is you cut off about 1/4 inch off the end and just toss that. And then put the rest in and you do it. And the daughter's like, but why do we do that, Mom? Why? What's the point? And she's like, well, I don't know. That's just how I was taught. And I just do it how Mom taught me how to do it. I'm just doing it because that's the way we do it. Okay, well, how about we call Grandma and find out real quick? Because I'd like to know why I'm doing something. I want to know what's up with that. So they call up Mom. Grandma says, well, honey, the only reason I did that was because my pan wasn't big enough at the time. I don't do that still. So it's okay for us to examine these things and question. And does it work for us? Like, we don't need to cut off the end of the ham. Our pan's big enough. We got a bigger pan. Instead of cutting it off, we decided to get a bigger pan. We had new ideas, new perspective. Right? Oh. Yes, I've learned some of my mom's traits and I've broken many of them. I love that. See, that's the root chakra work, guys. That's doing the root chakra work. So I challenge you. That's the homework this weekend. Use this full moon energy. Sit down and write out some of these things that we are just aware of or that we want to release and let go of. And make sure, right, that we're replacing it with what we want, that we're focusing now, we're letting that go. And I always suggest on the full moon, my favorite ceremony is fire. Fire, fire, fire. I'm a fire girl. I am. Fire, fire, fire. I like to have all of the elements there, right? All of them. Usually I burn in my shell with my sage and the pine and the tobacco. I will catch that on fire and I use that fire to burn my fire. I have my own little sacred altar that I use, my tools, right? The things that I use in this energy. So I suggest that's your homework, guys. Do your own little full moon ritual. Dive deep. Dive deep. Focus on the roots. Focus on your roots. And do a cleanse. Reactivate. Get to the root of the things you want to let go of. Period. Dot. That's what this full moon energy is about. Right? I love Miss Karen is sharing. Isn't it great to see how much we have changed and grown? Love ourselves. What exactly? It is powerful. And I love you guys sharing that you're breaking these chains and sharing your stories. Thank you for sharing that with all of us, because I'm a big believer that that's what helps us all to grow and elevate, is sharing with one another what is working for us. Doesn't mean you have to do it the way I do it. But when I share with you what works for me, you can put together a plan that works for you. You can pick and choose. Pick what works for you and leave the rest behind. It's okay. You are allowed to do that. Okay. We're going to move on. We're moving on. Food for thought. It's Friday, and I need to grab some different cards. Hold on 2 seconds. Because the Earth Warriors deck is coming in today. Earth Warriors are on my way. But that's next. We're going into our food for thought, and I know I got to get moving because I'm being long-winded, even though I said I wasn't going to. I am. Okay. I like to share with you guys, we're moving into the food for thought. To quote Wayne Dyer, change your thought, change your life. This is Science of Mind, Guide for Spiritual Living, scienceofmind.com. You can get your own subscription there. It's only $5 a month. Highly recommended. Amazing tool to have on hand. I like to share it with you guys every day because, oops. I'll answer that in just a second. I like to share this every day with you guys. It has 2 philosophers, mystics, usually a little quote from a reverend or minister, and then a little daily affirmation. Amazingly, it's always right in alignment with what's going on with us and our homework. So let's see how it goes today. Our first quote is from Philo Judaeus. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a great battle. Oh, yeah. I just sorry, I got sidetracked because I had a thing pop up there. A quote from Emma Curtis Hopkins pop into my brain to share with you guys. So to go with this today. People are only asking for 2 things when they speak. There's only one of two things happening when people are speaking. People are either asking for love or they're speaking words of love. Okay? So be kind. For everyone you meet is fighting a great battle. We don't know what's going on with people. And then the second quote today is from Ernest Holmes, Words That Heal Today. It is a lack of ability to get together that brings trouble to the world. It is the lack of ability to get together that brings trouble to the world. Eric Butterworth wrote that when the tone of our life is set from the outside, we become other directed. We are always on the defensive. Living from the outside makes us disturbable. We react to outside events. When we live from the inside out, we become conscious of spirit and live from a place of love. A while back, I read about a student who asked his rabbi, "How do I best serve God?" The rabbi responded, "You can best serve God with whatever you are doing in the moment." When Mother Teresa helped a dying leper, She saw Christ in all his distressing disguises. She was not only helping a leper, she was also loving God. When you and I see the good in others, we can change lives. Someone once said, your attitude toward another person may be the first step in releasing that person's greatness. Spiritual maturity is based on our ability to love and open our hearts. Intimacy occurs when we allow our boundaries to melt away and our hearts to touch. As Wayne Dyer reminds us, see the light in others and treat them as if that is all you see. If we all live like that, we would be much closer to creating a world that works for everyone. You guys, really, we're really digging deep, going within this whole week. This is exactly what we've been talking about. Living from the inside. We just talked about this, the mirror, right? If we are looking outside of ourselves, thinking that we're going to fix that and we're going to fix that, and if only that out there would fix, then this in here would feel better. If that would work over there, this in here would be okay. Doesn't work that way. We have to come in here. We have to come in here. Our affirmation for the day: as I move forward on my path of life, I resolve to see spirit expressing in everyone I encounter. I put forth only love, and that is what I receive back. My life is one of quiet beauty and peace. So it is. I'm going to repeat that for those in the back. If you guys are over on TikTok or in the YouTube, check it out on Earth Angels Heaven Sent Facebook page. The affirmation is posted there every day as well. As I move forward on my path of life, I resolve to see spirit expressing in everyone I encounter. I put forth only love, and that is what I receive back. My life is one of quiet beauty and peace. Okay, guys, we got 12 minutes left. Time to move into our spirit. We nourish ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. So let's see if this could possibly be in alignment with what we're talking about today, because, and we have Miss Karen said, I've been doing a sort of meditation of asking, who am I? And then writing what comes as I am. One who is loving, who asks questions, whatever comes. Then I do a drawing to represent the response. Fun. Brings it home. And I'm not criticizing my artistic abilities or inabilities. I love that. You guys, what a great idea for homework. Thank you for bringing that up, Karen. I love that. So you guys, I'm going to repeat that. What Miss Karen has been doing is in a meditative form, right? And we're in the I am chakra. So I love that. Like, how fitting for the I am. She's been doing a meditation saying, focusing on the I am, and then allowing not her per se, but the spirit, allowing spirit, source energy to come through and to let her draw I am, and then writing just whatever comes. I am beautiful. I am loving. I am creative. I am funny. I am joyful. I am peace. That's amazing. That's a very powerful, powerful way to connect with that root and spirit and the mind, body, spirit, bringing that oneness together. Beautiful way to do it. In other words, if you put good out in the world, then you will get good back. Yes, Teddy, absolutely. That's exactly it. You got it. To quote, boom. Yes. All right, guys. So this morning we're going to share from the Earth Warriors. I can get that out. Earth Warriors Oracle cards. This is a collective reading. If you're here, This is for you. The universe is always divinely conspiring to bring us people, places, and things if we're open to receive the message that'll help us to elevate, that will answer the questions we're asking personally at this time. I love this deck because to me this really speaks huge volumes of the prophecy that's all coming true right now, you know? Oh, looky there. We're going to get 2 cards today. Oh, great spirit, I love you so much. This just is so amazing. It's so amazing how amazing spirit is. And I love that I am always in awe. Every day I'm in awe. Spirit never lets me down at keeping me in awe. That is, I'm like, please just let this keep flowing because there's no way. Like it would take me all the energy I have to try to divinely conspire all of this to come together the way it just does every day. It just and it doesn't. Instead, I just get to, instead of me working so hard to make it happen, I just get to enjoy the flow and the ride. And it just tickles me pink, literally, from the inside out. I get just so tickled. All right, I share from the book with this one because it's really good information, and I don't like to ever water it down. And I slaughter the words in some of these, the actual. So this is a remedy of the grandmothers, you guys. Really? We're talking about the full moon energy. We're talking about our roots. We just got done talking about our mothers, our grandmothers, our ancestral energy, getting the homework of the work to do, and literally the grandmother cards coming in. The remedy of the grandmothers. Hint, hint, hint. Here's your clue. Believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation that it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes in many forms from Great Spirit to facilitate healing of body, of mind, and of soul. Whether it is the correction of unhelpful habits or thoughts, guidance from the practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into fulfillment of your divine potential. There is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself up to participate in the beautiful healing transformation. Really, you guys? A current of divine energy. You know, your chakras, literally. Come on, guys. I love this. I love it. You are on a healing journey. Put your trust in the divine genius of Great Spirit and the medicine of the earth, through which divine healing can express itself. The medicine of the earth, your root chakra much? As you allow your spiritual connection to guide your earthly steps with the synchronicity and divine intervention, you will be supported for a healthy journey that will be profound for you. This oracle indicates a healing outcome that will enhance your soul journey. Your soul has healing gifts, and you are meant to participate fully in an exploration of healing that is of interest to you. You are meant to understand how it is that you are a healer in your own unique way. This full moon is about embracing your uniqueness, who you are in your own unique way. Whether that be professionally or how you are as a person in the world more generally. It's all about part of your life journey. So the guidance. Have you been the warrior carrying on regardless of deep wound that makes your life and work in the world more difficult? Whether that wound is of mind or body, there is guidance that it is time to allow for healing. Through a healing journey, you can become free to proceed more easily, effectively, and joyfully in your life's work. Grandmother medicine typically relates to the use of plants through various disciplines to promote healing of the mind and body. However, this oracle speaks of a broader interpretation. It indicates a time when earthly steps on your healing journey will be supported and guided by spirit for truly inspiring results. Heaven and earth are intersecting, and when that happens, the practice of various types of physical world medicine can become a channel for divine blessings. The divine integration of heaven and earth will transform the way you see the experience and the physical world. It will prove you with feeling of harmony between the celestial and the earthly, a sense of masculine and feminine energies working together for the same balance. You will no longer feel divided within yourself, pulling in competing directions or conflicted about key aspects of your life and belief system. This is healing. All things coming together in right order, working with rather than against each other for loving higher purpose. This commencement of the healing journey, whether you are the healer or the patient, demands a period of purification, a cleansing that will support the release of toxins of body, mind, and soul, so that true vitality, well being, and divine beauty can manifest unimpeded. The basis of all true healing is a shift in consciousness so powerful that it alters not only mind, but eventually soul and psychologically as well, physiologically as well. If one attempts to shift consciousness without adequate preparation, the process can be disenabling, generating unnecessary disorder and confusion. Even if there's a temporary sense of heightened awareness at first, without adequate preparation, the experience will not be able to be integrated. It may result in feeling worse rather than better, without any real long-term change. Yet you are called at a soul level to enter a healing journey so that you can avoid the pitfalls and open to the blessings. Being ready for the medicine means preparing for the cure also. This is based upon approaching the power of earth with due respect. It is not about trying to force an outcome that you wish. It is about cleansing and opening the self to the gift of what is from the Mother Earth and Great Spirit. It is not about controlling the healing flow, but of readying oneself for it to be received. That means surrendering attachment and resting and cleansing the body and mind through practices that work for you, so that you are open to the certain change that healing will bring. It means practicing unconditional trust, because divine timing may sometimes express kindness through delays. It means gently but surely dislodging your belief if the fixed reality of your own experience, even if an issue has been present for decades, so that you are loose and limber, ready to be reformed, recreated through the healing genius of heaven and earth and intellect, creative relationships, expressing their unconditional love for you. Wow, right? Want to talk about confirmation of this week? Wow. Like everything we just talked about this whole week is in this. I'm God bumps head to toe right now how powerful this day this is. This is such powerful information, you guys. I love you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. So here's the healing process. And we have another card today, too. This is 2 cards. So we're going to go just a smidge over, guys. Sorry. These come with a little process. And because we're going into the weekend, I'm going to give you guys this healing process. And there's going to be 2. So you can grab what works or do both. I don't know. Whatever is resonating. But I don't even need to say anymore. Spirit's being pretty clear. Connect with nature in person if possible, or by looking at images such as the Oracle card image and listening to nature sounds if appropriate. Imagine, feel, or intend that you are relaxing not only your mind and body, but your soul too. Relaxing and opening to the presence of the natural world. Allow yourself to feel held by this loving, sacred energy. This is the soul of Mother Earth. When you are ready, say the following invocation out loud if possible. The divine healing presence is now created through the loving union of Mother Earth and Great Spirit. I surrender into the medicine alchemy of divine love and work within all facets of my being now, so that any and all issues of my body, mind, and soul that can benefit from divine healing are now blessed for recovery. Through grace of divine timing and compassion of Mother Healer, I ask to be shown clear steps for my healing benefit, that I may experience true healing and become a channel for such true healing in the world. So be it. Boom. Okay, I'm going to move into the next card because we are over. Panthera, the precious and rare. The precious and rare. Our faith and optimism are not meant to make us complacent, but rather to encourage us to believe that our action in the world will have a positive and real effect. There are situations where your voice and your courage and your fearless determination are needed. You will make a difference. Cast helplessness or despair aside and find the fighter within. Fight for that which needs defending with all of your heart. Do not yield. You have the strength to handle any challenge, even the ones that intimidate you. You may feel that you are alone in the fight sometimes, but there are forces of good in spirit and upon the earth that are fighting with you, supporting you, believing in you, assisting you, and championing for your success. It may not always feel like it, but you are not alone. There is help at hand to uncover the hidden pieces of information which will allow truth and justice to prevail. Do not give up on yourself or the divine. You are not overreacting or making things seem more important than they are in truth. When in fact, if possible, loss sometimes deep in our soul recoils in horror. It is a sign that something is not right. It is not a sign that we are too attached or not trusting enough in the divine to figure everything out. It is a sign that we must fight to safeguard what would otherwise persist. We are not here to be passive consumers of whatever the dominant mainstream consciousness tries to enact in the world. We are here to be the embodiment of loving consciousness, to be the fearless, determined anchors of wisdom. We are here to educate, to inform, to rebel, and refuse to speak up to make waves, and to honor the light in such a way that we protect and preserve that which has real value in this world. The body and the earth, her creatures, are not illusions. Saying that they are not real is not spiritual wisdom. That is an unholy description perpetrated by the forces that don't want sacred activism derailing their devastating behaviors that places profit above all else. Whew. Okay, our healing process. Visualize, image, or feel that there is a black jaguar emerging from the night sky. Moonlight shines on black fur. Fearless eyes shine like sunlit amber. The movement is measured, steady, without hesitation. You sense the absolute certainty and confidence immencing from the sacred creature. Whatever it is that is holding you back, whether you can clearly figure out what it is or not, is serving from a field is served from your field by one swift swipe of the jaguar. Feel the release with peace in your heart. And here's another, just say out loud. The spirit of black jaguar reveals my courage, conviction, purpose, and passion. I am freed from restraint. I am made ready in this moment and for all moments to come by the grace of the divine feminine. I am willing to participate fully in my life, to take action upon the divine urges of my heart for the greatest good. I will not be shamed and silenced. I will take action every day in whatever ways I can with fierce compassion in my heart and sacred rebellious fire in my belly. My divine purpose manifests through our willingness and talent and through our faith in ourselves, each other, and the divine. So be it. Tap into that power, the panther power. Wow. The divine feminine. You guys, boom. Boom. Need we say any more? Welcome to Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys, I know I went a little bit over, so I do apologize for that, but I want to make sure that we get the message out there loud and clear, and I do believe that we did. Thank you guys so much for hitting those hearts, the likes, for liking, following, sharing. Thank you for being here, sharing your beautiful light, your love, your intention of being here, and just sharing with us all. It's a blessing and honor to have you guys here. Make sure you like, share, follow. Go back and rewatch if you missed any last week. Be back here Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. We're going to dive into our sacral chakra. We're now moving on up. We're going to get into the who, why, what, when, where. Get into those tools, the things that we can start to do to bring ourselves in balance. And how perfect is that going to be? After doing this full moon release, letting go of, we got our roots cleared out. We're going to do this sacral work in our roots this weekend. And then we're going to move up into the sacral chakra, do the sacred work so we can move into the sacral chakra, right? I love you all so very much. I'm sending lots of love and light. I do have it listed in my services. If you would like an energy, a Reiki, remote distance healing energy session, my services are available in the services under the Facebook page. I am working on getting my website up and going because I am opening up my shop, I believe on September 1st, if everything goes according to the way it's supposed to. We'll see how everything plays out, but that's the intention right now. Either way, I am available to do remote sessions though, and it is available on my Facebook page, or you can always message me and we can set up a time. So I love you all very much. Lots of love and light to all of you. I will see you back here Monday at 8:30, possibly over the weekend. I might do some pop-ups this weekend. We'll see how that flows. I love you all. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Thank you, Kelly. I love you. Pauline, love you. Kelly, Victoria, thank you for being here. Miss Karen, thank you so much for sharing all your beautiful love and light and suggestions. All of you guys, I appreciate so much. And I love seeing the interaction with the crew. I just love that. I love seeing everybody sharing and building each other up. That's just tickles me. Makes me so excited. So thank you guys. Lots of love and light. Enjoy that moon. Take pictures. Share. Post it on the page. Love you all. Teddy and Kelly, I'm still working on the Facebook getting you guys moderated. I'm going to find that tab. I know it's there and exists, and I am going to find it. And I will look at that, Teddy. Thank you. All right, guys. Mwah. Love you. Love you. See you soon.